Hello all, I Dr. Deepak Kumar welcomes you. Subject is basic of video camera, lights and sound, and today's topic is various camera movements. Different camera movement categories: zoom, pan, tilt, dolly, track, pedestal, steadicam, crane. Now let's discuss all these categories one by one. First of all, zoom. Without a doubt, zooming is the most used camera movement. The most well-known camera move, zooming, gives the impression of moving closer or further away from the subject. It can be used effectively to magnify a certain focus point in the frame, but other moves such as dolly are more natural way to show the movement. While a quick zoom can help add a sense of drama and energy when used correctly, avoid over using of zoom as your default move. It is often used as a clutch when videographer is not sure what else to do and interest is short. If you are going to use zoom, try to use it creatively. Normally, videographer use zoom when he don't have any other option. Now, when we don't have a big budget, that we can use track or we can use dolly or we can use crane. So zoom is the basic movement which gives some creativity, which can give some different view to a film. But if you are going to use zoom, try it creatively. Zoom doesn't only mean that you just going close to the subject and coming back from the subject. If we use fast zoom, quick zoom, for example, many times fast zoom is used in musical videos according to the beat, zoom in and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out. So that is a good option to use zoom. Use a quick zoom to add energy to a fast paced piece, fast paced music. We can use quick zoom using the zoom ring on the lens. We can use very quickly zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So example of zoom, here is a video I want to show to you, and the video will show different zoom shots. It will make you more clear about this moment. So these were some shots which were shot using camera lens and doing zoom in or zoom out. Okay. So our next category is pan. Panning refers to the rotation in horizontal plane of camera. A camera movement which involves the camera movement from left to right or right to left on a fixed central axis. The movement is usually used to show the entire surrounding or to follow a object or character. Uh, Basically, pan movement is, we can say, the movement, horizontal movement of camera, where the camera is fixed on tripod and we are moving the camera horizontally from left to right or right to left. A pen movement is usually at its best when mounted on a tripod, so it has a steady central axis. We can record the pen movement, on shoulder also, but that may be shaky. And if we use tripod, we mount the camera on the tripod, then will no chance of shaking the camera. So the pen will be very smooth and the speed will be constant, and there will be no shakes also. Pen movement is of two type: pen left and pen right. Pen left, when camera moves from right to left, camera is fixed on the tripod and we are moving horizontally from right to left, extreme right to left. And pen right, when camera is moving from left to right. There is a slight difference. Pen left means right to left, and pen right, that means movement of camera from left to right. A pen also can be called or produced by the camera crew sitting the camera on their shoulder and panning the camera. To do this, cameraman has to make sure pan is smooth and following the same horizontal line. This is what we discussed, that we can record a pan movement while mounting the camera on shoulder. A camera man can record the pan shot on their shoulder, but the basic difference is that it may be possible, or he or she have to be so uh, firm, and the cameraman has to make sure that the pen is smooth, the speed we are moving the camera is smooth and constant and following the same horizontal line. Okay, this is that's why we used to say that mount the camera on tripod and then take pan shot, so the movement will be smooth and the speed will be constant. Here is an example of pen. I will show you a video, and it will make more clear about the concept and about the pen shot. So here is the video. So all these shots have the movement pan. Let's go further, and the next movement is tilt. Tilting is similar to panning in that the camera is kept in stationary position, but unlike panning, which looks from side to side, the pan movement is horizontally. Tilting focuses on upwards and downwards vertical movement of camera. Using a tilting motion helps to fit more into a single frame. For example, if we want to show a tall building or tree or a tall person, then we will move the camera in vertical position from top to up, down to up, or up to down. A camera tilt is creating by tilting a stationary camera, and this camera movement often creates a sense of tension, unease, or disorientation of the character. This will in turn create a sense of suspense for the audience. If we want to create a suspense, and we can make a shot of a person from his his feet to upward, 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 and then we will show his or her face. Tilt can be very effective in making a subject appear bigger or more significant. Tilt movement is also of two type: tilt up and tilt down. When camera moves from down to upwards, it will call tilt up, and tilt down when camera moves from up to downwards. From up to downwards, tilt down. From down to upwards, tilt up. Here is an example of tilt. Let's see the image. In this image, we can see the camera is moving, either will move from up to down or down to up. In a single frame, the Eiffel Tower will not be covered in a single frame. We cannot make a shot in a single frame. So we have to move the camera either from down to up or up to down. Here is one more example of tilt movement, that camera we will move the camera from up to down or down to up. The arrow are showing the movement, either it will be up to down or down to up. Let's have another example. I will show you a video in which there are some sorts, and it will make you more clear about the tilt movement. Have a look. So these were some examples of tilt movement. Tilt can be from down to up or up to down. The next is dolly. A dolly shot is when the entire camera is mounted on a track and is moved towards or away from subject. Just like in image, here is a track, and a trolley is on the track, and the camera is mounted on the tripod of camera on this trolley. When we will move the trolley, then camera will, and the entire camera will move either towards subject or away from subject. Uh, Basically, zoom and dolly are the same things. In zoom, we create an effect that camera is going towards the subject or going away from subject using lens. And in dolly, the entire camera is moving towards, in fact the camera is moving towards the subject or moving away from the subject using a track and a trolley. Unlike a zoom shot, the world around the subject moves with camera. A dolly gives the illusion that viewer is walking towards the subject and can be a great way of creating a sense of intimacy between them. To create a dolly shot, the camera has to be mounted onto a dolly which will backwards and forwards along tracks recording the relevant action. The dolly moves along tracks to make sure that it follows a steady line. Here is an example of dolly movement. I will show you a video. Have a look on this video. So these were some example of dolly movement. Next one is track. Similar to dolly movement, tracking involves moving the entire camera along a fixed point, but motion goes from side to side rather than in and out. And dolly and track involves the same movement. In dolly, also the entire camera is moving, and in track, also the entire camera is moving using a track and a trolley and then a tripod, and the camera is fixed on the tripod. But the basic difference is that in track the motion goes from side to side, either left to right or right to left. And track shots are those in which the camera is attached to a device that moves smoothly along a horizontal track. These shots are mostly commonly used to follow an action or walk the audience around a scene. Because the camera itself is moving, the result allows viewer to feel as if they are also moving across the scene. Because the camera is moving, so it feels that audience are moving along the across the scene. It's often used to follow characters in action. Mounting the camera on a fluid motion track will help to stamp out any jerking during the camera movement. So, track and dolly, we use the similar equipments, but the movement is different. In dolly, we move the camera towards the subject or object, or move away from the camera, dolly in or dolly out. But track, we are moving the camera side by side, track left or track right, from left to right or from right to left. Example of track, here is again a video to make you clear the track source, track movements. So these sorts were of track movement. Next is pedestal movement. A pedestal is also known as boom up or down or zip up or down. This movement involves moving the camera upwards or downwards in relation to subject. The movement up, camera will go up, or camera will go down. The term comes from the type of camera support known as pedestal. The picture is in the right side of the screen. Pedestal are used in studio setting and provide a great deal of flexibility as well as very smooth movement. Unlike standard tripod, pedestal have ability to move the camera in any direction, left, right, up, down, and this thing is the camera is moved using some mechanical things. Mechanically, the camera is moved up or down, right or left. A pedestal move is different to a camera tilt, which means the camera is in the same position but tilts the angle of view up and down. In pedestal movement, the whole camera is moving, not just the angle of view. Pedestal may look like the tilt movement, but the basic difference between pedestal and tilt is that in tilt, the camera is fixed on tripod on a fixed height, and the angle of view is changing from up to down or down to up. But in pedestal movement, the whole camera is moving either down to up or up to down. Not only the angle of view is changing, but the frame is changing. Here is, I will show you a video, an example of pedestal. It will make more clear about the pedestal movement. When the whole camera is moving, not the angle of view changing, the camera is moving from up to down or down to up. Next is Steadicam. The Steadicam is an incredible stabilization system that helped evolve the way filmmakers tell stories. Generally, directors and cinematographers use them to capture certain things, to follow a character as he or she moves through a scene, or moving through space to give the audience a tour of everything in the surrounding. Basically, Steadicam is used to follow the character as he moves through the scene. For example, if there is a scene that a horror film scene, uh, some noise from a room, and the character he or she may go to that particular room and search around the room. So the camera will follow that person, and Steadicam shots are basically the point of view shots for getting inside a character's mind and see how the world unfolds from their point of view and mental state. So Steadicam is basically point of view shots. To make close-up footage in a fast-paced action sequence at a location where it is not there is no room for a large dolly setup such as narrow staircase, and like where there we are not able to use dolly or track, so we use Steadicam. A Steadicam fully immerse the audience inside the story, allowing them to make more emotional connections with the character and immersing them into a shot. Rather than watching the character from afar, the audience feels that they are standing next to them, they are moving along with them. Okay? So it gives an intimate, the feeling of intimacy. Here is an example of Steadicam. I will play the video. So these shots were Steadicam, where the camera was following the characters. Actually, these were point of view shots. Next one is crane. In filmmaking and video production, a crane shot is a shot taken by a camera on a moving crane or jib. Most cranes accommodate both the camera and an operator, but some can move by remote control. Mostly, the crane accommodate both camera and the cameraman. There is a chair mounted on the top of the crane, and also there is a place where the tripod can be fitted, and the camera is fitted on the tripod. And now uh, the camera is moving along with the cameraman. The crane accommodates both camera and the operator. The main function of a crane or jib is to extend your camera out over a tripod, moving the camera up, down, left, right, or in any of those combinations. Certain jibs can keep the camera level and parallel to the ground no matter how you move them. There are many kinds of jib in many different length and sizes. Now jibs are very affordable, very compact, and very easy to set up. In older days, the crane were very heavy, which accommodate both camera and operator. So we the 4 or 5 laborers, 4 or 5 crew members were required to assemble the train and dismantle the crane and to move the crane. Uh, Here is an example of cranes. I will play a video which contains some certain sorts of crane movement. So these were some more movements of crane which were captured. So this is that's all for today's session. We discussed various camera movements. In our next lecture, I will come up with some new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.